welcome back to Boxers and Bust. Let's go. My face is all dirty. I know you can see that much. I'll post some clips in here or I'll make it like a YouTube short, put it on Instagram or whatever. I slapped this bad boy on her and it was so loud. It was way louder than my FA20 WRX. It was too loud. So that's why she's back over there and the old one's back on, because it was like, yeah, I'll put it in the video, but it's way loud. Anyway, so that's why I'm all dirty, because I think the exhaust fell on my face or something. I don't know. But the coolant crossover pipe is still leaking. The JB Weld did not work, so I'm hoping I can just scrape that stuff out and then retap it. So that's what we're doing today, is we're taking everything out finally, and we're gonna try to retap those holes or see why they're not sealing up in there. So because I read the description, or I found some descriptions on what the coolant crossover pipe actually does, and it's like it moves like coolant from the actual radiator to the cylinder or something like that. So because you can see like this, I think this connects to it. I mean, you probably won't see it, but then it goes like all the way back here. So gonna get that off, and then at the same time I'm gonna see if I can, again, finally, since I'm doing all this coolant stuff, finally get this thing back on, or not back on, this thing on the cylinder 4 cooling mod. It's just that one bolt won't come off. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'll time lapse as much as possible. But yeah, let's get to it.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Hey guys, it's again in the future. As you can see, I'm just like sweating, all dirty and stuff. About a day later, I'm putting everything back together already. So I went to, let me show what I got. So actually, let me explain everything. So I tore it down to the block, and then I was trying to do it through like the actual coolant hose, or the coolant connector hose. So it connects it here like I showed you guys last time. It's underneath and goes all the way back to like this guy right here. So I had to take that out to actually get to the hole. And then I went to AutoZone. I picked me up if you guys have the EJ 25 or 257, you guys want the, there it is, drill bit set for metric thread, 3-piece. It will have the M6 drill bit in it. Gosh, my hair. Yeah, decent. And then you want to pick up this guy. It's a thread repair system. It's like the helicoil, but it's OEM, so it's like off-brand. But it does the exact same thing. It has these guys in it with that clip thing on the end. So what you do is you take everything out, you look at the hole, you clean it. I had to get my shop vac. And then you drill it with the drill bit. You drill it down. It's only like half an inch max. You just, and then you do the whatchamacallit, the tap This is M6.1. There it is. M6 by 0.1, not 0.1, by 1.0 tap. And then you take one of those clips in this guy and you just wrench it down in there, and then until you hear snap, and then you wiggle this thing out, and then you put the bolt in. So I put everything in. Everything's super snug, which makes me really happy. It's probably like the best work I've done so far with how inexperienced I am with everything. So it's probably like the best work I've done on the engine so far. So pretty proud of myself. So yeah, sorry for not time lapsing. I was just like into it. Been trying to figure out. I'm pretty sure I got this boost controller, OEM boost controller, figured out, and all the wires and the hoses. This guy snapped off. I can't wait to replace all this. It's all so old and corroded. You touch something, it breaks. So I can't wait to get all the other stuff I have, all STI stuff. So yeah, I gotta tape that up now, just like my BPV. And then wait till I do that, until I tear it down again. So update on that. I showed you guys Perrin boost controller came in. I talked with the tuner. We have tentative date set for November 5th. So we'll be like recording all of that and maybe doing some live stuff too, as it's being like dynoed. So my dad's coming down to help out with that. So I'm just looking at this, because this is the, so yeah, this is the STI inlet. I'm just trying to see, there's a pretty big difference between that and the WRX one. It's so dirty. But yeah, November 5th, tentative date. My plan is I'm going to take a whole week, because my parents are going to be about here a week, and so I'll have them help out with the kids and transportation, all that. And so I'll set, like, I'll park it and then do something each day. I'll do, day one, tear down, day two, and I'll have a plan set out with everything, so I'm not just everywhere. And then my dad's bringing his truck, so I'll just rent a trailer or find a trailer from somebody, tow it up there, tow it back. Yeah, make that 400 horsepower. So I can time lapse this assembly right quick for you guys, and then we'll wrap up this video. Just went to AutoZone and picked up M8 by 1.25. I already had the M8 drill because we're going to retap these turbo holes because they're screwed too. So they go all the way through, so it should be pretty straightforward. I got to put a rag in there so the metal shavings don't screw my turbo up. But yeah, I'll try to see if I put this on a tripod and then actually get some video of me doing stuff instead of time lapse. Guys, back. Just got done with test drive. I know this is probably a weird video for you guys, but it's whatever. Got her all assembled. Test drive is really good. There you go. There's a pop. No problems. No check engine lights. Nothing. Nada. So, she is not the same though. Just because of that. Of course, that. I had an issue with cylinder 2 injector, which you can see pretty clearly right there. When I took it out, I guess the O-ring broke or like tore, but it was still on there, so I put it back in and it was like spraying everywhere. And I did that like 4 times. I couldn't, like, pushed it down because I thought it wasn't sealing. Then I finally took it out, and then there was no O-ring. I was like, where's the O-ring? Looked on the ground, it was just like torn in half. So thankfully Yeah, these guys have the same O-rings, except for this one. I tried to put this one on first, and it was dripping. But then I put this guy's on, which obviously not on there. It's more brand new, so slap that on there. Perfect seal. So for those ones, though, I am going to switch out like all the O-rings. I got I think it's Grimspeed injector seal kit. Either that or Deutsch Fix. One of the two. But yeah. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys this video. What we did today is we knocked out finally that coolant leak and any other problems from trying to fix that coolant leak. So alright guys, if you like my video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.